Hello, my name is Athena and welcome to my beauty channel. In today's video, I'll just be showing you how I would do my makeup if I was going out on Valentine's Day, whether it be with somebody or not. I'm usually an all neutral kind of person, but I just decided to put a little pop of color in there. So detailing is like red eyeliner and then a nice red lip with kind of a soft glam theme type of thing. So I had to stay kind of neutral, but of course, you know, if you like this look and you want to see how to recreate this look, then please, by all means, keep watching. Okay, so in this clip here, I'm showing you all that I'm using a plumping lip gloss just to kind of get the show on the road. So in these few clips, I'll be showing you all briefly what I put on my face before my foundation, as that was the Ultra MD sunscreen that was prescribed to me by my dermatologist. And this is the hydrating primer that I'm going to be using today by Hard Candy. It's definitely a dupe for for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So that's where you might know it from. And I think it works pretty good. It's like a nice thin but tacky layer. So once that's dry, I'm just going to go ahead and start with my eyebrows. I'm taking any brown eyebrow pencil that I can find. And unfortunately it doesn't have a name on there, but I'm also taking the L.A Girl Pro Concealer and just carving out the brows. Okay, so in this clip you'll be seeing me take the L.A Girl Pro Concealer off of my hand using this brush I got from Michael's in a set. I really like this. It's intended to be a paintbrush, but it's just very flat. And of course, if you'd like to see a detailed tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, I can do one of those. So in this clip, I'm showing you all that I'm using the P.Louise Base in Rumor 2. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I felt like it would be a nice time to show this off on camera. So here I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and going into this one color. It's like a nice brown shade, perfect for soft glams. I feel like this chocolate bar was iconic for doing soft glams before they were called soft glams. So I'm going to be quiet because I'm showing the shade that I'm using. I can't actually see it right now, but yeah, so I'm just blending those in, and for every color I pretty much go in with a different brush. So just a lot of neutral browns inside the crease and around the eyelid, but then I'm taking the darker shades of brown with the shader brush and just packing that right over on the very top of the lid, barely in the crease, and taking a clean brush to blend that all out. So here I'm showing you that with the shader brush again, I'm going to take the deeper tones of brown and I'm really going to pack that in because the color didn't show up as well as I needed it to for it to be a deep kind of cut crease. I actually think that it would have been really nice if I stayed away from deeper tones because it gives it a lot more of a like softer look. But I didn't, so I'm just gonna, I mean, it's still a nice outcome, and of course I'm just blending out the harsh edges around my thing. Okay, and so now I'm taking a black shade. It's a beautiful black shade that they have in this palette, and I'm putting that right in my crease, and I'm taking those brown shades to kind of be a transition color between the light browns and the dark browns, and now the black that we just put there. Okay, so here's where we take the P.Louise Base again, and once again in the shade Rumor 2, and I'm going to take a nice flat brush and just apply that all over my lid. I'm not doing it in a too much of a harsh position, but I definitely am doing more of a cut crease than just kind of putting the base on the lid like some people do. So I'm just patting that down and making sure that I have a nice vibrant amount on there, and I'm going into the chocolate bar palette once again and taking that nice cream shade that they have. It's a beautiful shade, which is why I say that I feel like it's perfect for soft glams. And so I'm just lightly blending that out around the edges, and so now I'm gonna go in with that brush and take a deeper tone and to sharpen up the crease, because I noticed that that eye was a little bit more higher than the other eye, and I'm also going to just carry that dark shade over onto the lid a little bit. Now we're going into the Juvias Place, I believe the Nomad palette. I'll have it in the description, and I'm taking that nice kind of shimmery pinkish nude color. You can't really see it from here, but it's a pretty nice color. And now my favorite part, I'm taking this Jlarue pigments. It's a Instagram brand, and I'll have that tagged in the description. It's so nice. Everybody uses it for soft glam, and that's a dollar store eyeliner that I'm using. With my big old lashes, you can't even usually see it, but I love like round eyeliner. Like, I don't know if you see it, I looked kind of lopsided with just one eye done, but once I like make a thick round liner with no wing, because I'm not a big fan of wings, it looks so nice with soft glam. So now I'm taking some hair glue and I'm applying my lashes. This is once again from the Lash Book. I'm still on those lashes because it's lasted me so long and I don't really do my makeup anymore. So I'll also have that in the description as well. Okay, so moving over to the face, I'm taking this NYX peach toned color corrector, and I'm just putting that over some of my hyperpigmentation and dark spots. And now I just clanked together the Juvias Place foundation sticks, and they are so lovely. I got the shades Brasilia, Granada, and Abidjan, I think. Abidjan is the contour shade, and I believe either Brasilia or Granada is the lightest shade. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And so I just kind of put those two on there because they have kind of the slightest bit of an undertone difference. One is just a little bit darker than the other. So I just sprayed the MAC Fix Plus onto my beauty blender. It's the original beauty blender, and I'm just blending that out over to the face as seamless as I can. And I'm a dabber, I'm not a dragger. I don't know how people do that. I feel like it makes it, I just feel like I'm gonna break out if I drag it. So I was tired, but I had to. I gotta do my dabbing. I can't be dragging, and blending that as much as I can onto my neck. But that foundation is bomb. It wasn't going nowhere. So that's the Abidjan that I was talking about. So I'm taking that over that triple double chin and my cheekbones. I did the other side to make sure that that was the color I wanted to use. But so I'm taking a I'm taking a brush with the MAC Fix Plus spray, and I'm just blending that out and making sure that it doesn't look too harsh, but putting some warmth to my face. I'm not a huge, very, very stiff contour kind of person. I like when you can kind of just look natural-ish or just bronzy. And so I'm taking whatever is left on the brush and what's left on my hand, and I'm just blending that around my nose. Now I'm taking their Juvia's Place liquid concealer. This is full coverage, and I'm just carving out and highlighting my face. So I go underneath where I contoured, right under my eyes and my forehead, and that concealer goes a long way, like a long way. You'll see it doesn't look like it's a lot on my eyes, but it really under my eyes, but it carried like very far, like very, very, very far. So yeah, you see how it just blended out like that? I had no idea that I had that much on, but it still looks very, very nice to me. I'm a big fan of that. So after I got done blending out the little bit of concealer that I put on my nose, I'm taking a very big fluffy powder brush, but I'm using it instead with nothing on it to just kind of like brush over my face. I just got the urge to really brush over my face, and the concealer wasn't light enough for me, or at least I felt like you can see the dip of my under eyes. So I just went ahead and added that just for a little bit of extra lightness. I don't feel like it did anything now that I'm looking, but oh well. I put it on there, and I definitely put it on my forehead to just kind of brighten that up because I don't have a huge forehead. So now I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Finally got it. And I'm just taking the powder puff that I got from the beauty supply store, and I'm just pressing that in to wherever I want, or wherever I applied the highlighting shade from the concealer. So now I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder. Oh my gosh, I just realized I had a dream about that powder last night. But I'm taking the powder contour, or no, actually it's a powder bronzer, and it's pretty close to my neck shade, so I just use it to just like add color to the face. And so here is that $5 palette that I was referring to in my other video. I think everything under $10. And so it has this pink shade. It's coming off red, but I wanted to do kind of a pop of color since this is a Valentine's Day look, and so I figured I would just kind of use it as eyeliner. So once I did that with that brush, I went ahead and sprayed everything down with the Fix Plus spray once again. So now I'm going into the Moonchild palette, highlighter palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I believe. Yeah, and I'm taking the Pink Hearts shade, and I'm just lightly tapping that on. I'm not going heavy with the highlight because I've been breaking out wherever I'm supposed to like put highlighter. So I'm just putting it on my, is it a Cupid's bow? I'm not sure. Oh, and I finally got the Sky High mascara that everybody is raving about on TikTok, and it works very good. It does work like very good. Very good. I recommend that. Okay, so now I was debating, and as you see, I went for it, what lipstick I was gonna use because I don't want it to be too basic. So I'm taking, I believe that's a NYX suede lipstick in the shade like dark brown or mocha or something like that. I'll definitely have it, of course, the link in the description. And that's a Milani lipstick, Satin Lip by Milani, and that's a really nice red shade. I know they sell pretty much all of the stuff that I'm using at Ulta, and I'm taking a brown powder or eyeshadow from the chocolate bar just to kind of like add more color. Okay, so that's how I achieved this look. I hope that it was nice watching this come together and that you enjoyed this video. I honestly kind of freestyled with this, but I think it's nice. I'm just not used to color, but if you'd like to see more videos like this or with pops of color, please comment below and let me know. Thanks so much for watching. And if you're watching this on Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day.